Woo! Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold stream. On today's stream, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and as you could tell by the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be playing Sky Striker. Now, with the second stage of the Duelist Cup upon us, I still have yet to actually get to the, or finish stage 1. I have been avoiding this like the plague, because genuinely, I have just had no desire to actually play, Yu-Gi-Oh! More specifically, I have had no desire to play the Duelist Cup Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, why would I? However, we recently came into the possession of, well, I recently came into the possession of a pretty much full alt-art version of the Sky Striker deck. So I was like, might as well put it together. It's a deck I've kind of dabbled in before, but not really too extensively. And I figured, might as well try it more legitimately this time. So, that's more or less what we're doing. Striker. Yeah. We even got 4 we even got 4 alt-art Kagaris. Yeah, you love to see it. Yeah, buddy. That's what we've been waiting for. Why is... Hello? Go on. Back. Okay. We're also going to build it as a go second deck, like most Sky Strikers are right now. Just due to the nature of... Don't open that. Why? I should remove this from my hotbar. So that I don't accidentally click it, because I never use it. And now it's going to open a thing, and it's going to be tragic. Is Sky Striker Runic playable? No. The problem with any Runic variant is Runic Fountain is at 1, and a bunch of the other spells are also at less than full, which means that it's just not really worth it to ever play the Runic stuff. Because 99% of the time, they're just going to be dead. Or just not provide enough advantage for having to skip your battle phase and all of that stuff. Anyway, I would love to know how genuinely you build this deck. New secret pack. I'm sure I could figure it out on my own. The question is, do I want to? Where is Sky Striker? There it is. There's the Sky Striker. Oh, we can play Fiendsmith. Oh. Oh, wait. This isn't Sky Striker. This is just Stun. Okay, never mind. Well, it's not Stun, but it looked like Stun. There's like a whole bunch of like really shit cards put together. Do we play Soul Release? Is that like a thing that we do? You know what? I don't trust any list that I find on masterduelmeta.com. I should probably just not look at it. Okay. Clearly we need Engage. Oh, I have literally none. Oh, okay, that's fine. Can I craft this? Okay, good. Good. I can't. We need Engage. We need some variant of Raye. I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of prefer the other artwork of Raye. Blasphemer. I actually also prefer the original artwork of Engage, so I'm totally fine with this. We probably... Do we play 3 Shizuku? How many Shizuku do we need? Is the question. Oh, do we need, like... Camellia and Azalea? I think we need Camellia, right? Because it dumps. It's a Sky Striker card. Do we need Azalea? Probably not, right? Like Zeke basically does the exact same thing. This pops... It pops a card. Maybe we do need it. We probably play like Typhon. Do we play the Link too? Trigger was revealed 25. Negate its effects until the end of its turn. Let's start the damage if this card attacks. We control Raye and Rose. Draw monsters your opponent controls. I feel like we don't play this one. Right? That one sounds really bad. We might play Azalea. Do we play Spectre? Probably not. Do we play Azalea Temperance? Temperance? Perhaps. Is this a you can or is this a you must? No, it's a you can. Start to face a monster on the field, banish it. Oh, your opponent's next end phase. Coolio. I mean, we play like SP or something like that, right? No, SP wouldn't. Well, no, it kind of would. How many Hornet drones do we play? Just the one? Maybe two? We play 3 of you. We play 1 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 of you. Do we play Eagle Booster? Oh, we need linkage. Triple linkage? Probably. Must first be special summoned. Sorry, if this card is special summoned, you can banish a spell from your hand to grave to target a monster your opponent controls with 2500 or less attack. Equip that face-up monster to this card as an equip spell. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon one of this guy's monsters from hand or grave. This one doesn't seem terrible. We might also play Temperance, but I don't know about that. Or, not Temperance, Spectra. When your opponent activates the card at effect, just requires a link monster. When your opponent activates a card that affects its chain link 2 or higher, you can banish 2 spells from hand and or grave. To negate that effect, then you can destroy a card your opponent controls. Maybe? I'm trying to think what else would be in the extra, like SP, access code, Celine. Maybe? Oh, but maybe we don't play any of that stuff anymore because we just like don't really have access to it, or like it doesn't do anything. We could do... Oh, I don't know. Access code probably makes sense. Typhon, yeah. SP seems... Oh, I need Kaina. I don't know. My question is, do we include SP? Typhon. SS code. And then S. I know we need this one. One kinda? Do we not play more? I guess we probably only need one, but I feel like we might need more. We probably don't play Azalea, right? Target card on the field, destroy it. Let's go to the grave. Damage step. This card battles an opponent's monster. You can banish a spell, destroy that opponent's monster. I just really don't feel like SP is very good in this deck. Because, like, theoretically it's good, right? Because you can, like, go SP and then, like, tag out and you still have access to your spells. But I think in practice, it means that you have a lot less flexibility with your spells. And you're going second a lot. So most of the time, well, I don't know, maybe. I feel like I'd want, like, Dark or something. Like the Dark Charmer or something else of that nature. Am I wrong? Does it not feel like the Dark Charmer would be better? This just requires a link monster. And then you can steal a thing. So you could go like Dark Steel, and then like steal another guy to go like access code. I guess the question is, there's basically 2 ways of playing this, right? We could either do the steal all of your cards with like Change of Heart and Snatch Steal and stuff like that. Or we could do the like delete your board with like Raigekis and evenly matches and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm trying to think like how good steal cards would be. Because that determines the extra deck, right? Because like if we're stealing a whole bunch, then Azalea is a little bit better because we can just like link up into access code. But if we're not doing that, I feel like stealing is just like the way to go, right? What's up, Jam? Had a good day dueling? Tragic. I feel like Azalea is probably the cut there. I think this is pretty good. And then we play like Change of Heart and stuff like that. We definitely need the triple tax. Like all of them. Just max out on that shit. We need Rose. Am I missing a Sky Striker? Card that we'd want to play? Do we play maybe more Mecha Module? Maybe more Hornet Drones or something of that nature? I don't know how good this one is. We probably don't play it, right? Like, it wouldn't just Afterburners be a better option at that point? Probably. Need Rose. We play like Maxi. Do we play Fua? Maybe. Maybe. Do we play Called By? Called By actually sounds really, really good. But then we actually need answers going second. So it's probably like Raigeki and... Yeah, do we play Change of Heart? Probably. Excuse me. Oh, let's play Roto. Probably Lightning Storm Harpies, right? Those are good options. We could do Raigeki, but that doesn't really do anything. How good is Ultimate Slayer right now? It'd require cards from our extra, which I don't love. Do I have Metaltronus? How good is Metaltronus? Hold on. Probably not very good, right? Because most of the boards are very extensive. Yeah. Yeah, probably not. We could do Raigeki, we could do... A lot of people are playing Soul Release. And I'm wondering if that's worth it. 5 cards and I agree, or banish them. What is this? What all does this stop? Stops like Promethean Princess. Is that it? Oh, Fiendsmith. Yeah. It, like, removes follow-up, which is nice. But 90% of the time, if we're allowing them to go first, they're going to have a whole bunch of cards in hand, so being able to remove cards from grave doesn't really stop that in any meaningful capacity. And I feel like that's just not really going to do much. Like, I'd rather just run Shark Cannon, right? Or, like, Bestials? But I guess Bestials aren't spells. I don't know. I feel like Soul Release is so ass. We probably want evenly. Sadly, we need a lot of our extra deck. It's probably just like Change of Heart, right? I mean, we could do a Raigeki just as like a search target off of, what's this bucket? Do we also want like a trap that we could activate? No. Activate and like set? Probably not. Oh, we could play Heavy Storm. How important is back row? Probably very. It might be just something like this. I don't know, maybe we play more cards that like steal so that we can link off. But I don't love that. Like, I'm really not that big of a fan of it. Especially since a lot of our Sky Striker cards already do that. Like, I think I'd rather just have removal, right? So in that case, do we play the second Raigeki? Probably. Instead of Upstart? Yeah, probably. Like, I just want to remove shit from the field. Yeah? Oh, we could play, like, Lava Golem. Lava Golem's not great. Because getting rid of our normal is, like, very bad. This deck looks... I don't like this deck. I mean... Change of Heart's not bad. I don't know, dude. This looks... fine. Like, what else would we even add? The idea is basically like, hey, generate enough advantage to just kind of kill them over the sheer number of cards that we have. But like, going second, you need big haymakers. And like, there's so many Omni Negates. I feel like we gotta run Dark Ruler, right? Like, if I'm playing this deck, like, Dark Ruler is almost a necessity. But like, I can't... I don't know, I guess we could do Dark Ruler, but Dark Ruler feels really bad. Because like, if I Dark Ruler the field and don't have a way to wipe the field, like, it just doesn't do anything. So, like, I'd never want to see, like, Dark Ruler and then not some sort of Raigeki and... or Lightning Storm or Evenly or something of that nature. I mean, we do have Triple Tactics Thrust, which might give us the ability to, like, get that additional board wipe. But then again, we might not. Is it just Dark Ruler? I'm wondering if Fua Loss is included. If we include the Fua. Probably not, because we kind of want our opponents to play the game, but then again, we really don't, right? It's probably not Change of Heart. It's probably the second Raigeki. And no, it's probably Dark Ruler, right? Maybe we cut you and you for like 2 Dark Rulers. And then... wish Ultimate Slayer was better, because like Ultimate Slayer goes really hard in this deck. Cut a few extra deck pieces to play like Entis or something along those lines, and like it's not bad, but it doesn't really make sense to play it. Like, it gets rid of Desiree. Cool, no one's making Desiree. It gets rid of like... what does it even remove? It doesn't really remove much from the field. Like, sure, we could move like Link monsters and stuff like that, but there's no real good Link monsters to send. But that would fit like so well. Because it's just such a nice removal spell. It's just like, it sucks. Because the end boards are like a bajillion different things that you have to worry about. And it's not just like the one card like it is in Raye, where it's like, I get rid of Detonator and it's gone. Droplet is good? In Sky Striker? No. What are you talking about? The Raw Ball with Morganite? I really don't like Morganite. I get why Morganite, but like... But maybe that is the play. Maybe like Lava Golem, Raw Sphere Mode, something of that nature. You know what? I actually don't hate that. That is like the most effective way to get rid of the opponent's field right now, is just be like, okay, here's a big dingus, you just on your field now. But the question is, do we play Sphere Mode or do we play Lava Golem? We play Sphere Mode, right? So if that's the case, we cut off you. Do we really play Morganite? I really don't like that. I understand the idea, but like, that is just a dead card. And I feel like we can't just have a dead card that just doesn't do anything. Like, every single card in my hand, I think, needs to be able to interact with my opponent's field or generate some sort of advantage. Right? Right? Play it out 1. I feel like at that point I just won't play it. I do like Orb. I do like Sphere Mode. Okay, that didn't help. Oh, I think I just don't have any Sphere Modes. God, this deck is so expensive. Okay, if that's the case, I think then we don't play Dark Ruler. I think we keep Raigeki. And I think we play an additional Hornet Drones so that we have a way, without seeing something like a Morganite, to still access our Sky Striker stuff. So we can still go like Hornet Drones into a Sky Striker Link monster and kind of go from there. And then maybe just like Change of Heart. As like last card. Yeah. Oh, maybe I remove a triple tack and add in a second Change of Heart. Yeah. I like that. Called by? For what? I mean, Called By would be nice, but I'm going second, so I'm not really trying to play into hand traps. And sure, Ash is annoying, but we have the ability to just cycle and engage, or a myriad of other cards as well. And we're more so trying to break a board. Called By would be very nice. I just don't know if it would make sense to play. Like, it doesn't... The problem with Called By is that it doesn't contest the board, nor does it allow me to generate advantage with that card. It just helps for, like, making sure that my plays go through. Does that make sense? Like, I need to be able to break some of the most powerful board we've ever seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! And in order to do that, every single one of the cards in my hand has to do something to that board or establish my own. And if it doesn't do that, I can't really afford to put it in. Right? This isn't Tenpai, where, like, we could just hand trap our opponent like 4 or 5 times and then drop a pie draw on them and win the game. We genuinely have to, like, actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! How about Ultimate Slayer? I did think about that. The reason we're not playing Ultimate Slayer is because the boards are too diverse. There's too many things. Right? So, what am I going to Ultimate Slayer to deal with a board? Right? What do I hit in Azamina? In, like, Azamina Snake Eye, or White Forest, or what's another one? Like Tenpai, right? I think we could make the extra deck free enough to include Ultimate Slayer, but it's just like, what am I Ultimate Slayering to really get enough advantage for right now? Like, cool, I could shuffle back Desiree, and then they have like 9 other Omni Negates on the field, and it's like, that doesn't really do it. Just wait till the current meta dies, because Fiendsmith, Snake Eye, Azamina is TCG PTSD. I mean, I have been playing significantly less of Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, but I wanted to specifically play Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, and we're gonna play a Sky Strider. That's pretty much it. Really hard to determine what we're trying to see. Personally, I like Dark Ruler no more over Kaijus that tribute to our higher. I don't. Here's the thing with Dark Ruler. Dark Ruler keeps the monsters on field, and you have to pair it alongside something else to break the board, whereas Orb by itself says your board is gone. Or at least, like, it does something. Play Sky Striker Tenpai? See, now we're talking. Wulong, Tri-Brigade, Entis, etc. Yeah, so that deals with 2 things, right? Like, that deals with 2 things. The, like, Ultimate Slayer for Entis or something along those lines, right? But again, the problem is, great, you've dealt with potentially 2 out of 8 cards that likely the opponent has. And because Desiree exists, it means that if you ever have to target something that is not Desiree, Desiree immediately invalidates your Ultimate Slayer and pretty much every card. Which is also one of the reasons why I'm not that big of a fan of Dark Ruler. It's like, cool, I'm going to activate Dark Ruler. And then the opponent goes, cool, I'll chain a trap. And then chain Desiree and prevent that from going through. And it's like, oh, shit. Desiree is the first target? Yep. Yeah. Which means there's no flexibility. You have to target Desiree if Desiree is ever on the field. Which is not great. But also, like, Orb kind of deals with the board in a very similar way, where it's just like, here's this, away goes your board. Right? I don't hate Ultimate Slayer. I just think that there are likely better options. Right? Because, like, I'd much rather have, like, Raigeki. Or Lightning Storm. Or something of that nature. Better options in this meta is a problem. Yeah. Hope you draw 2 Slayers. Exactly. But that's the thing, is like, a sphere mode does that, right? Like, you give them a sphere mode, and like that solves like half of the board. Whereas like 2 Slayers is like, maybe you do something there. You can thrust into Raigeki or Lightning Storm. Yep. You could also I'm having a stroke. Help. You could also thrust into an Ultimate Slayer as well, which is why it was still an option, but like, eh. Also, what else would we cut for it? Like, you know, we could cut like an Afterburners, maybe, for an Ultimate Slayer. Maybe we just play like 1. Maybe we don't play like Change of Heart and we play Ultimate Slayer. Maybe. But I feel like stealing the cards, especially because so many decks are also running Apo. So being able to like steal an Apo is also very valuable. So having the ability to do that and keep it live with something like Change of Heart, I feel like is very nice. So like, I wouldn't want to get rid of Change of Heart. And I don't want something that they can like remove after I steal the monster to like give them the monster back with something like Snatch Steal. Because I want to be able to just like link the guy off, basically. I think this is fine. I think there's no way that we solve Sky Striker. I think Sky Striker's shit right now, but it's gonna be fine. I need to give you my list. I wouldn't look at it. I am not the player to tell you how to play Sky Striker. I have played it like once before. Not a big fan of it, but Sky Striker is cool AF, to be honest. Sure, bud. Currently unavailable. I literally cannot obtain it. Red Reboot. For what? 2 Sphere, 1 Raw, 1 Spell, and you're good to go. True. Just play Raw. That's your OTK option. Oh yes, I was aware that it was of why it was unobtainable, but mix it with Tenpai. We might also play it with Tenpai, because I actually do think that that deck is pretty good. Jeek, that's my favorite. 2 Sphere is good. Why would I not play 3? I would love to hear your explanation as to why I would not play 3. If I'm planning to go second, why would I not play 3 of it? Like, it deals with every board that I'm concerned about. That's not the right card. That is not the card that I wanted to see. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Three is better as you want to have it. Yo! Blue Eyes! Bad. Why is Clockwork Knight in this set? Machines, I guess? You know what? You do bring up a good point. Machines, I guess. Got any favorite Yu-Gi-Oh decks? Tri-Brigade. Tri-Brigade, Sprite, and Tearlament are probably my 3 favorite. No. Instead of Tearlament, it's probably Labyrinth. Those 3. Because the links are machines. Because machines, I guess. Just don't think about it. Son of a bitch. That's not the artwork! Actually, it's not the anything I need. Come on! I need, like, engage or something. Linkage. Give me something. I don't need these. I have these. These exist already in my collection. Actually, don't give me the Alt Art Sky Striker engage. Give me linkage. Please give me linkage. At least it's UR Dust. Yeah, you're not wrong. Give me linkage. That's the 3rd Alt Art Shizuku. Son of a bitch! Tri-Brigade, Sprite, and Lab are now on my list to try. Turn people's favorite deck into stun stall. Lab is super easy to do because it's a trap deck. As far as Tri-Brigade, yeah, you could probably make that stun pretty easily, you know. Set on like a Revolt pass, more or less. Sprite's kind of difficult though. Just like mechanically, if you're actually playing Sprite card, I guess you could play like Runic Sprite, but then that's not like stun. That's just combo. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Time Lords is super easy. Rockets, on the other hand. Rockets... Don't know how you're turning that into stun. Tri-Brigade Fire King is fun. Yep. Burrito. Imagine if that guy was just randomly in the pack. No! Brother. Alright, well. You give me fucking nothing. Okay. Linkaribo, let's go! At least it's in the pack. Son of a bitch! 0 engage, 0 linkage. You love to see it. Let's fucking go to the moon. Okay, at least I didn't get the alt art engaged. I'm totally fine with that. Oh baby, that was terrible. Oh yeah, amigo. Do I just get rid of the 3rd? I really don't like this artwork. Where were the other card? What was the other one that I got that was randomly in here as an ultra? Was it a monster? Was it a spell? I think it was a spell. I don't know. It could be anything. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo. Yo, I should play Pearly. Man, me and my homies love Pearly. Why do I have 2 of that? Don't worry about it. I have a few Kagaris. Just a few. Oh, cool. 3 red reboots. Can I skip it? Where'd it go? It was the Rhoda. Did I not get a different? Oh, it was Link Karibo. That was the other. That was what I got. That was the thing that I got that I didn't need. Link Karibo. Oh, the Utopia was a UR? Oh, I didn't even register that. Alright. Get him out of here. Shizuku? I mean, it was only the 3rd Shizuku. Alt art. Now we can use... Oh. Gosh, this extra deck looks so ass. I hate it. Hold on. I'm missing 65. Nice. Alright, you know what? What if I simply pull the cards that I actually need? I'm wasting so many gems on this stupid ass deck. I'm gonna play like once and then never play again. That's my 3rd transaction rollback. Sick! Double Cyclone in here is also very weird. Oh, hey, that's actually my 3rd Widowmaker as well. It's kind of funny. Dark Lord. When are we getting new Dark Lord support that's actually good and makes the deck meta? Please. I need it. No. Oh, I missed. Yo, Odd Eyes, Raging Dragon, my favorite. I was lied to. There was nothing. At least give me, please, at least give me something. I got fuck all. I was so lied to. Oh well. Okay. Alright, what are we dismantling? Why can't this guy be banned so that I can dismantle him? Smile. Probably don't need more than 1 Protoss. Do 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 do. Wait, no. I need that. I need that one. That one can't go away. It's not allowed. Dang. Well, shit. I didn't find anything. Are there any like randomly banned cards that I just like haven't Dismantled? No. Oh, right. I was like, wait, why do I have 3 soul charge? Because that stupid event that happened. It was like Shadal format event. Tragic. Yeah. Okay, we can cut that and potentially replace it with something else. Cut. I could just play the non-altered Hayate. Man, if only I could get rid of, I don't know, like all of these guys. But no, don't worry, I'm gonna play Blue Eyes. Trust. Alright. Sure, we'll play 2 linkage. I really don't feel like that's the case. But, sure, why not? In which case, we probably play... what? In its place? 3rd triple tack and, like, upstart? Do I have Snatch? No. There are, like, no pot cards, right? Do we play Desires? Nah, that's fine. But maybe. Sky Striker time before Chronicles? How's the duels? We haven't dueled yet today, because it would probably be terrible, let's be honest. Also, hello, Maurice. Last night for the 6th time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I've achieved duel level max. Nice. Congrats. This current meta sucks right now? Yep. Until we get a nuclear ban list? Yeah. Wrong button. This should be exactly enough. Is there anything else I want to change? No, I think it's fine. Oh, shit. Let's go. You play the bamboo sword? What? While yes, the Duelist Cup ban lists tend to not be very good, they also are pretty good in the fact that they tend to be large. So while they don't necessarily shake up the meta, they can remove a lot of problematic cards from it, which is pretty nice. Let's do this one. That looks cool. Let's do... You know what? Let's go full degen. Why not? It's funny. Except for my mate. We never changed the mate. The mate is what it is. That's not the right one. That's the right one. You can understand my confusion there. Actually, maybe we do change the mate. What if we played Doggo? What if we did Doggo? Where is he? There he is. Goodest of boys. The goodest of boys. Oh, I forgot to. You know what? That works. Typhon, Orb, and Raye. Yep. Totally fine. Totally fine. I just want Beatrice banned. I want like 90 things banned, dude. My biggest gripe with the current meta is having to play these big combo decks that lose immediately to Maxi, Fool Loss, etc. Right? These like big stupid cards that just say no, you can't play the game. It's like, yeah, that's great. But then also having the opponents being able to play or to like have called by to like out it. It's like, oh, great. Was this for Centurion? Wild. Orb and the Roach. Wow, crazy hand. Also, we saw linkage, which kind of sucks. And that card! Great hand. 10 out of 10. Great hand. Just phenomenal hand. Yeah, baby! That's what I'm waiting for! Seraphis Negate is crazy, yeah. Drawing Rosen isn't great. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. This hand is ass. What do you mean? This hand relied on Maxi. If Maxi doesn't resolve, this hand is terrible. The hell do I do with this hand? Stare at my opponent? Yeah, it's great. Hopefully they just, like, brick. Voices for Centurion deck was a 50-card deck with some Bestials to counter Fiendsmith and etc. That sounds terrible. I'm glad you did well, but I don't know. I don't see the vision. Yo, is that... Hand goes nuts if we draw an immediately playable spell? Yeah, sure. If we draw Engage, yeah, this hand's crazy. If we don't draw Engage, we're cooked. Like, oh, yeah. I guess, no, I guess because you can, like, linkage send away the card, right? Yeah. I guess we could, like... No, can't I send... Does this have to send a face-up card? No, yeah, I could just send... I could just set the linkage to activate the linkage, if I really needed to. But the problem is, if that happens, we just die. Barrier is so good. Barrier of the Voiceless Voice is so crazy good. I love that. Honestly, I love Voiceless Voice. It's just a really solid deck. But then what can we even get? We go like linkage into Hayate, into Kagari, but that's if like we are able to play the game after balling them, which I doubt that we're going to be able to do. I'm almost certain they're going to end on more than we are capable of dealing with properly. I don't know, they may have just messed up the combo. I haven't really been paying attention. Birth alone contests me? With what Kashtira? The fuck does Birth do? Yes, if they had a Kashtira on the field, you are absolutely correct. I get cooked by Birth. Kashtira is not on the field. Brother, if he had Ogre, or if he had Fenris, this game was hard over. Phoenix? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, we goofed it. We blundered it. We dundered it and goofed it. Or we're ending on 2, and I'm about to get absolutely owned because they're only going to put 2 cards onto their fucking field. I hate this game. No way you do that! Ha! It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's AO fucking K. Trust. Trust. Easy! It's so easy! Here you go. Get him out of here. Get him out of here! Here's Norm! Thank you! Thank you so much. Let's fucking go! It's too easy! Whew, so close. Uh-huh. I really want to steal, but it doesn't really make sense to do that. Because I'm not playing Link Karibo. Nor anything of that. What the hell are you adding? Why are you playing 2 of them? It's fine. It's fine. Alright, I draw 2 here. Trust. I simply draw 2. Ash? Don't you dare ash me. I will cry. I will cry like a fucking child. Alright, send talents. Just in case I, like, absolutely whiff on those talents. But I'm a Sky Striker player, so of course I don't. I fucking lied to you. It's so bad! It's so unbelievably bad! Do we special this? What do we get out of this? No, I think we just wait. Durol. Well, fuck me. It sucks. It's not the end of the world, though. It's the end of the world, I'm lying to you. We know that they have Oak in hand. Alright. Mm-hmm. You... Send... Trying to think if send Widow Anchor makes sense. It's probably just Mecha Module, right? We go Mecha Module into Kagari, Kagari, add back Mecha Module, Mecha Module. Go Drone Rose. But then we don't have anything. Well, I mean, we'd have, like, that, but that, like, fucking sucks ass. We could also go Maneuver and, like, Pop. But then do we have a contest for Oak in hand? Yeah, I'm gonna send Mecha Module. I think that's the correct play. I could contest the field. I could at least eat one of their cards. Which, like, being able to eat, like, Oak here is not bad. Or, like, Ash or something. If I go Linkage now. For Kagari. That's probably the play, right? And then they just imper me and I cry. I'm almost certain that's what this is, right? Kagari. Kagari. Add back the mecha module. Right. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go Rose. What are they putting into the back rows? I'm taking test all of the Fiendsmith stuff as well. Yeah, I'm pretty much just cooked here. Isn't that so fun? We just have like an infinite follow-up. Let's fucking go. Okay. Walk over the oak. Here. Going to mecha module. For... I have to actually go kind of here. Because I need to go Zeke, banish a guy. Zeke, banish Oak, probably. Not Oak. Does this say... Okay, it can reborn that as well. Alright, well... Let's go Hornet Drones. This... Oh, Shizuku doesn't do anything here, does it? Yeah, because I can't add... Oh yeah, I'm just cooked. I'm just cooked. Fun. Fun. I don't have Raye. Fun. Send Raye to contest Promethean to do what? Then I just died to follow-up, which I did. The Droll... Actually... no, it didn't really kill me. Yeah, there was nothing I could do there. What a fun game. Just die to the follow-up. Great hand. We'll see if it matters. Based. Mm-hmm. I sure hope Fiendsmith doesn't get hit. That would suck. Orb is very funny. You know, I really expected them to, like, do something there. They just didn't have shit. Huh. Pretty much just dead. That's crazy. I could have, like, engaged. It's probably what I should have done. Yeah, fucking course they had that. I really just, like, expected something. They just had, like, nothing. I would be more surprised if Apo, Baron, and Beatrice all survive this next ban list. One of them is definitely gone. I think most assuredly Beatrice is gone. Likely something like Apo and maybe Baron. I clicked first. Fuck me. Yeah, but you can go. She's been in my hand 3 out of the 4 games. Brother, Rose, get out of my hand. Please. Please. Talk about Snork mean to me. Do I want to sit through this Dino combo? I really don't. I really don't. But that's the whole play. Hooray. This hand is ass, by the way. It could potentially get better, but I highly doubt it. Because what, they end on like, what, 6 Omni Negates? And I have like nothing that actually contests anything here. Isn't that crazy? This doesn't target, it just sends. Yeah. The fact that Beatrice is able to be made as consistently as it is, and like not even just with like Fiendsmith, but like in the past as well, and still wasn't banned is crazy to me. Like that shit did get banned, but it took Fiendsmith to do it. It's like, that's wild to even think about. Why would Wave King die? The hell has Wave King done? Clockwork Knight just do system down to banish their field? That... Yeah, you could do that. Is Pachycephalo a rock? Oh, it's so much worse, isn't it? I'm gonna get FTK'd, aren't I? This is some stupid-ass FTK. Megapo. Man, this stupid girl can't be banned fast enough. Holy shit, dude. Let me keep the bear, but come on! Oh, for a second I thought it was going to add it to hand, and I about had a heart attack. I was like, no shot you get to add Miscellaneous Source back to your hand. Do you know how shit that would be? Patchy is a rock. Oh, they could... Son of a bitch! No, fuck you. You stupid piece of shit. God, this deck is so ass. Oh, ew. Man. Why is Naturia Beast still around? Who was like, yeah, I still want that to be in the game. In what game do you ever want to see that? This is why I hate Naturia. Every Naturia card just reads like a shit show. You're like, why does that exist? Why the fuck does that exist? Whoa. Tier element, who would have got... Wait, what? Wait, why did we search Fenris to grab Unicorn? Because we have Birth in hand. Oh, fucking course. Why would we not? Why would we not have that? Why would we not have that? Don't do what I think you're about to do. You son of a bitch. Oh, boo. The problem is that Konami never really balances the game for, like, fun. They only balance it for, like, moving product and for, you know, quote-unquote balance. But it's, like, never ever balanced for fun. It's never ever made to be a fun experience. It ends up in fun experiences, because they release, like, Raye or Tier Lament or something like that, where it's, like, extremely fun to play the deck. Right, but, like, it never is a cognitive action from the perspective of Konami to make their game an enjoyable game to play. They stumble upon it accidentally, or they experience one of the worst metas, or, like, some of the worst metas, and just gameplay experiences ever. Just like, why? Why? As dude, like if they were genuinely trying to make the game fun, cards like every single one of the fucking Kashtira cards just like wouldn't exist. They would not work that way, because who the hell wants to have their extra deck looked at, ripped apart multiple times? Like, I do. Huh? We passed on this shit? What the fuck? This is what we ended on? I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. Fucking sick, dude. I didn't even want that to resolve. Thanks, bud. If you stuck with the Kashtira, you'd have a stronger end board. True. You're absolutely correct. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that you just, like, 2 random level 7s just immediately, like, win them that game? I can't target him. I can't target him. No. No. It's fine. Because they negate this. See? I told you they'd negate it. They're gonna keep Birth if they're smart. But maybe. I was hoping. you have Max C? That'd be really annoying. You have Ghost Ogre? Oh, that'd be crazy. No, that's definitely Max C, huh? Is it Valor? Could be Valor. Let's go Shizuku here, right? Yeah. And then I die to the stupid ass bullshit Kashtira stuff. Never mind, I hit engage. Sometimes you are just better. It really is just that simple. So, do you know what's really funny here? Do you know what's like fucking endless comedy? This is such a stupid ass play. But I think it is the correct thing to do. But it is very funny. But it is very funny, chat. Okay. We go for the... I think I just go Widow Anchor. Yeah. We're gonna grab Widow Anchor. Let me read this. Oh, I could've gone... No, because... Oh, if you have 3 or less. Oh, I could've done that. Okay. I think this is the play. I can't have them have birth. It's like really bad. They don't have any follow-up because all of their follow-up is banished. I'm pretty sure they have Valor in hand. Let's just not deal with that. There we go. Well, fuck me. I lose. Yep. Damn. Unlucky. That's fun. Yeah, imagine thinking Kashtira is not going to be Konami's favorite little child and get everything that they ever want back. They're going to put Unicorn back to 3. They're like, well, we didn't see it enough. Oh, it's so much worse. Konami, why do you hate me? Why do you hate everyone? Did you just have it out for us? Did you just really not like us that much? That you're like, you know what? Fuck you. I hope you burn in hell. Because you know what? I appreciate it. I appreciate it a ton. I'm so glad that my opponent gets to play this deck. And gets to immediately invalidate everything that I ever wanted to do. Imagine playing anything. if I draw... Fuck, if I draw... Orb? I think that's like the only thing that does it here. Or are they gonna make fucking Beatrice? Why does this deck not lock you into like fusions? Why does this deck exist? Better question. Better question. Yeah, why does this deck... Why is it that every single... What? It's... I just... Why is it that going first is, like, nigh unbreakable? Like, if you go first uninterrupted, why is it that you have the ability, even if your opponent draws, like, a bunch of board breakers, to just, like, put up an unbeatable board? Like, why are there so many options to just continually go? And why is it that, like, 90% of the boards just consist of, like, floodgates? You know, things like Apo or Baron or Pachycephalo or what have you. Make Beatrice. Do Snake Eyes now. Send a Snake Eyes card, please. I simply draw the orb. Watch. Cool. Cool. Sick, dude. Fucking love it. They simply do not have Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring in their hand. Why did we send this guy? I guess because they can revive it? But then what? Yeah, great question. I don't fucking know. Is there a point to adding evenly here? No, probably not, right? Who the fuck are you? So what the hell does this guy do? This guy doesn't even do anything. Why did we summon him? The fuck? It's fine. Look, we're gonna start with the triple tactics thrust, because either okay. I was gonna say either you have it or you don't. Apparently you didn't. That's kind of crazy. Just gonna get rid of those guys real quick. Oh no, you did have it. Yeah, you have the Ash Blossom. Am I missing something? Oh, that guy. Okay. Linkage is pretty good here. No, it's not. I'm fucking lying to you. What the hell am I thinking? We go Rose? Yeah, we go Rose. Frustrating. I think I send afterburners. Do they have Valor? Oh, I sure hope not. They probably do, don't they? Oh, right. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, there was nothing I could have done then. Great game. God, this game is so ass right now, dude. Oh my goodness. Like, it's... I had more fun with Tenpai, because at the very least, like, you kind of knew what you were playing against, and it wasn't just like, you know, go first turbo. This is just... Just like every deck just kills you if they go first. Is that fun? No. The game, like, severely needs to be slowed down. God damn, dude. You're in my hand every fucking time. Is this Vanquish Soul? No, it's not. Brother, that's every deck. Every deck just gets rewarded for doing the shittest job imaginable. Because it just doesn't matter. You can do too much going first. Like, you either have to draw a hand trap that basically says, stop playing the game, or you don't play the game. That's it. That's why Tenpai, like, maxes out on just, like, a bajillion hand traps. So that they have one that goes, stop. Please. I would like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometime this year. Please tell me this is their end board. It'd be so funny. This played around fucking nothing. Grab Scare Cash? Yeah, they're gonna special summon it here, watch. Genius. Yeah. Don't worry, you're playing around everything, I promise. I promise. Yep. It got better. So what if I were to not orb them and just pop this guy? Would that be a good idea? No, probably not. I need a way to, like, trigger triple tack. I think I do have to go Afterburners here. Afterburners into evenly, into... Ugh. Do I have an out? Kinda not really. Okay. Oh, good, they played into it. Okay. Let's draw two. Ash? No. Surprising. Raye. Oh, does that change anything? just don't have enough spells. I just don't have enough spells. So I go evenly. They end on birth anyway. Then they can reborn. Oh. Oh, they could reborn like Fenris or Unicorn there. And I'm just kind of cooked. Oh. Yeah. Go Camellia. Send, I guess. That's like not terrible. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll go combat. What in the hell? Do they banish Camellia is the question. Because if they do, I'm fucked. Either way, I kind of have to do this. Either way, like, I have to do this. There's literally no other way of playing around that. Yeah. They're gonna banish Typhon. Trust. They're not gonna banish Camellia. They banish Seek. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Camellia. Valor. That's my guess. Nothing crazy. Crazy. Let's go engage. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Yeah, I kind of fucking expected that. Yup. Can't really do anything about that. Typhon doesn't solve my issue here. Yeah, I'm just cooked. Just cooked. Fun. Fun, fair, and balanced. How interesting. We'll go Shizuku. Then draw another spell. Can't really do anything there. Yeah, of course. I don't know, grab Hornet drones, I guess. Whoa, crazy. Who would have guessed? If I don't die, and I can sphere mode them, I think we're okay. The question is, do I not die? And I think the answer is I die. I think I'm just dead. Depending on what they have, like I think I'm just cooked. Or they might not play into sphere mode. That might like legitimately be a thing. That's a choice. No, they are going to play into sphere mode. So there's that. But again, question is, am I dead? I think I'm not. I think I'm okay. I think I just don't summon Raye here, though. Wait, what? Wait, why the fuck Unicorn? What the hell does Unicorn do? Stares at you. True. Uh-huh. Rise hard. Look at the Uh-huh. Sure. You gonna, like, deal with access code talker or something? Typhon? Kinda? They're gonna banish SP here. Watch. Kagari. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yep, sure. I don't want them to know what it is. Oh, well. I guess they could do that. That also happens. They gonna make Zeus? Probably not, yeah. What the fuck are those? Change of heart is pretty good here. It's not exceptional, but it's pretty good. Yeah. Yep. Thanks for giving me my third spell engrave. It's very, very kind of you. I have to take this and chain hornet drones so that they don't get to banish. Actually, they probably still get to banish, don't they? Yeah, I think they still get to banish here, don't they? Don't they? Don't they? They don't. Let's fucking go. Oh, imagine if they could. Oh, I'd be so sad. We're gonna go. We go Kagari here, right? Yeah. Kagari, or not Kagari, Hayate. Combat. Okay, sure. Main 2. SP. Oh, but then I can't do. Hold on. We go Kagari. Die to the second Imperm. But of course, why would they not have that? Cool. Yeah, amigo. Can I do anything here if I go SP? That's so unlucky. That's so fucking bullshit. They literally don't have anything that they can draw here, so it's not really that big of a deal, but like, come on, dude. Come on, dude. I think we go Typhon. Oh, they're gonna make Typhon of their own. Oh, that's so fucking sick, dude. Oh, that's so fucking sick, dude. I simply top back better, trust. Engage one time. Shit. I can't even do anything with that. Oh, that's so frustrating. Alright, cool. You piece of shit. No shot you drew like Ogre here, right? Like, I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that you drew anything here. You just simply didn't. Sweet. Oh. I'm gonna lose still, right? Because obviously last card in hand, because they're a Kashtira player. Obviously last card in hand is Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Didn't even get to say it. I just knew it was there. Oh my gosh! Huh? Oh. What a great game. What a great game. What a great, interesting, and fun game. I'm so happy here. This is such a great game. Whoop. Imagine winning these coin flips when actually playing a good card or a good deck. It's a hand. I fucking hate this game with every fiber of my being. This is the most shit game I've ever played. This is insufferably bad. Kashtira players and drawing everything they could have ever asked for. Name a better duo. Branded players and drawing everything that they could have ever asked for. You're right. I'm wrong. Kashtira is a close second. And his Soaz. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Trust. My opponent just bricked. Promise. They did not. Why did we not just search Snake Eye Ash there? Oh, fuck. I don't beat this at 4. Oh, voiceless. Nice. We might be able to beat this. Might. This game sucks. How is this game profitable? That's my question. The problem with Master Duel is that they have a peak in the future, and they actively choose to do the same shit. Why? Why? Did we think the semi-limit on fucking Fiendsmith Engraver was going to do anything? Why do that? Why not, like, actually make a meaningful restriction to the cards? Like banning Beatrice. Or doing something that, like, incentivized people to not... I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. You think we're the ones that are getting tortured? The OCG had to do this like 70 times. I feel like the OCG is infinitely worse off. Please just make Dragoon. It'd be so funny, dude. I don't care what they were supposed to be doing. I just... This was not it, bud. No, it's Magia. Wow, crazy. The OCG at least gets new cards at a reasonable pace. It's not like we're not getting new cards at a reasonable pace. The only difference is that the new cards that we get are old cards, technically. Because they're cards that we've experienced before. This is such a fucking shit show game. Oh, cool. Well, that's also my issue. Like, pretty succinctly. Here you go. Or... That's great. Wow, crazy. Yeah, I have no idea what I grab here. Afterburners? Afterburners doesn't really do it. It's just drones. Maybe Widow Anchor would have been the play there. Yeah. Yeah. Troll. Fuck me. It wasn't. I'll take it. Don't know why we decided to do that way, but okay. Could have just impermed. Kept the cold on. It's fine. Had Raye. No, I would not like to draw a card, thank you. Right, that was dumb. It's fine. No, I realized my mistake. I'm dumb. Is there a point to RP's Feather Duster here? Probably not, right? Yeah. I'll grab Widow Anchor. Widow Anchor. Alright, let's do this Shizuku Shuffle. Go you. Let's go you. And let's go you. Fun. Who's winning? I don't know. We'll find out. It's crazy how much ball saved our life there. Because if we don't grab ball, we just lose. We just hard lose. It's kind of crazy. All the go. They're only playing the 2 of those, because if so, that's crazy. I can at least make Kaina here, which is nice. My eye is killing me. I was thinking of playing best of... Wait, what? Oh, Black Ops 6? I just realized there are too many hackers. My favorite strategy game with legit players. Yeah, we're playing legit games. Trust. Magi Souls, sure. Oh, how cooked are we? Extremely. So very. Alright, let's activate the banished one. The one that's going to be banished. Target you. Saravis. Ah, I see. Okay. Did I set those wrong? No, I could have sworn I said it here. That one should have been the banished one, right? Because I set this one as the... It's fine. I forgot about the Saravis, I'm not gonna lie. What absolute nonsense are you able to do here? That's the real question. Because Magia was absolutely dismantled, so now, what do you even accomplish? Saryuya. Yeah. Let's not do that. I'd rather you not. Yeah, sure. I'll take him. Oh, this deck makes me sad. It's so bad. What I can't even look at their deck. I don't even get to know what bro was playing. Nothing good comes from Saryuya? True. Alright, chat. Does Lakukarata resolve? Oh, wow. That's actually genuinely surprising. Watch it beat Lab. Nope, it's Fiend Smith. We're good. We're good. They're doing something. Oh! How interesting. Why was that not put into the same zone, is the question. Lightning Storm. How interesting. We probably pop... Spell Trap, right? Or is it Monster? It's probably Monster, actually. Is it not? I think... What am I worried about for spells? Spell traps. It's probably like Imperma called by. I think it is Monster. Yeah. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure we have to do this to force out what they obviously have in hand, which is last name. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, add a Magical Musketeer. I'm actually going to say no to that, because what I'm actually going to do is use you for linkage. Sure. So I just go, like, Shizuku here and walk over this guy? I think I still go Hayate into Kagari. It gives them 2 draws. But, like, that's kind of still my best option. It's, like, the only option I really have. Yeah. Yeah. Unless I hit with Area 0. Which I won't. Let's be honest. So a kajillion %, this is imperm, right? What? That's crazy. Droll? No. The hell do you have? I have so many questions. Do you grab Shark Cannon here? Do you grab Widow Anchor? Shark Cannon's not bad. I think it is just Widow Anchor though. Yes, I would love to draw a card in here. Thank you. That's a great draw. That's a phenomenal draw. We're gonna go Area 0. Do I get rid of Raigeki? Maybe. Maybe. I really wish I could go Shizuku. That'd be nice. Because then we could add, like, afterburners or something along those lines, but I really can't give them another draw. I could send away the Kagari, but then I have no monster. But then I don't have Raigeki available. I think I just need Raigeki. Yeah, I think I send this away. I think it's way better to have Raigeki here. Well, you know, sometimes you just see engage. Sometimes off the top of the deck, you just see engage, and it really is just that simple. Yeah. Do I do that under Maxi? No, I would never do that under Maxi. In no world would I ever have made that play to go Shark Cannon, steal a monster, and go from there. That is a not very good play. Damn, it really do like that, huh? Hand, now, gimme. Never punished. Should not have set Hornet drones. This doesn't do anything. That was stupid. That was just dumb. Oh, not... Oh, yeah. If you're not under Maxi, that is the play. Shuffle back that guy. Yeah, let's do this. Just banish. Pot of Greed into Forceful Sentry. It's so crazy, dude. It's so fucking good. We know the trap in hand. They could have a normal summon. Short. Fiendsmith token. Sure. Imagine losing to Sky Striker. Maybe my opponent doesn't, though. Maybe the last card... The last set card is something absolutely crazy. Coolio, bud. Now what? Please activate the effect. It'd be very, very funny. Nah, they're gonna go combat. Do I just allow this? Like, do I give a shit? Yeah, dude, that's fine. Yeah, I'll take the 24. I'm A-okay with that, bud. Sure. Choices. Those were choices. Raye! Harpies. Too bad. I mean, we can add Raye, but... It's also the bad artwork of Raye. Cringe. Let's go for... Is there a point to go Hayate here? I think we just go Kagari. Yeah. I think we just go Kagari. Kagari... This is where, like, Azalea would be really useful. So you could go like Azalea, pop a card. Go from there. But alas, I don't have it, so... Kinda can't do anything about that. Cool. We'll go... Hayate. Of course it's Cold Buy. Man, I really hate Cold Buy. Cold Buy is just like the fucking... worst. It's so... How is... I don't understand. I could do a whole deep dive into Called By. I don't think there's a world in which it makes sense. There's just not a world in which you're like, yeah, That's understandable. That's exactly what this should be. Yeah, of course. It's just like, what? Why is Called By? Because it comes out right after, like, Ash Blossom and stuff like that come out into the game. And it's, like, into a format that is, like, Goki hand rip. So you're sitting down across from an opponent, hoping and praying you draw hand traps, because if you don't, you immediately lose the game. And it's like, cool, I drew hand traps so that I don't immediately die, because that's the format we're in. And your opponent goes, cool, start doing combo, like normal summon Suprex. And you're like, alright, I'm going to Ash Blossom the Suprex. Great Ash Blossom target. And they go, anyway, Called By. And it's like, why would that be a thing? And, like, it's stuck around for so long, and I don't get it. I might be wrong in the timeline for that, but it came out, I think, it came out around that time, right? Like, that was what was fresh in Konami's mind when Called By the Grave existed, was that format. And it's like, isn't the point of hand traps so that combo decks don't get to just immediately win the game? Like, isn't that why we printed the hand trap? And then they're like, what if we gave you a card that said, it's fine? People are like, it stops Max C. So making cards that should be banned to stop cards that should be banned? Neat. Yeah. That is the same. Long time ago, I reacted to a video on stream of a guy talking about how Pot of Greed should come back. Should come back to 1. And the argument, the, like, biggest argument that they made, like, legitimately, was that it was fair because cards like Pot of Prosperity exist. And he was like, bitch, Pot of Prosperity should be banned too. You're acting as if Pot of Prosperity is a fair and balanced Yu-Gi-Oh card. No one thinks that card is fair. No one is like, yeah, let's put that card back to 3. Everyone's like, nah, get that shit out of here. Or they're at the very least like, yeah, it's probably at most good at 1 because any more is way too powerful. And it's like, it's just, the same thing happens with Called By. Like, there is no reasonable explanation to have Called By exist. Crossout does at least kind of make sense, because it's an answer to an over-centralization of cards. You can be like, okay, at the very least, if I know these cards are in the game and these cards are what we're going to have to play against, I can prepare for that with Crossout. So it's kind of like a meta call, which I think is fine. I'm not that big of a fan of it anymore because I think hand traps are just massively important to the way that Yu-Gi-Oh functions. That is just, like, doesn't make sense to have Crossout either. But at the very least, Crossout does make sense. Like, you can legitimately understand the reasoning behind including Crossout Designator in a set and, like, actually releasing it into the current metagame of Yu-Gi-Oh. Because, like, okay, it has to be a meta call. You have to know that these specific cards are being played. The problem is that there's always, like, a set selection of hand traps that are always being played. But, like, hey, if you get that wrong, like, Crossout is useless, right? So at the very least, it's something. Called By is just like, hey, what if, now hear me out, we just invalidated half of the reason that people can even go second. And it's like, why would we do that? Why would we print a card that says that? And then it just got worse. And then they kept it around. They just kept Called By. And it's like, why would we not? There's so many cards that just do one card combos that literally end on FTKs. And you're like, you know what they need? More insulation from hand traps. It's like, why would we do this? It's fine. It's fine. I'm having a stroke, and it's fine. Do you think having set rotation, like Magic the Gathering, would help? Yes. If anyone says it would not help, they're lying or are misinformed. Probably the latter. They just don't know. But, like, genuinely speaking, yes. Immensely. It would help solve a lot of issues. Because here's the thing. Especially with Magic the Gathering, there are... okay, a great way of thinking about it is we basically already do this. In Yu-Gi-Oh, we already have this. We have Edison format, we have GOAT format, we have the Time Wizard events that Konami themselves host, right? That is just set rotation. Those are just different formats that we play. And then we also have advanced. Right? What would help is genuinely printing cards in mind with set rotation. Or, like, with set rotation in mind. So that you can actually have less power creep. Power creep will still exist, because you still have to have a reason to pick up the new cards. But you now, as a company, like Konami, would be less incentivized to genuinely force every set to be stronger than the previous. Because it could be stronger in standard format, or it could be stronger in this format, or that format, or another format. That's one of the things that made Commander so insanely profitable for Wizards of the Coast. Because it was a format where you could just release the most bullshit cards and be like, it's A-okay, it's a one-of. Right? So you could just ban it in other formats and release it in Commander and it'd be fine. But you could also just have those insanely powerful cards from history still exist. Right? And then you also had the ability to, like, you know, print cards for, like, standard, so you didn't mess up the power creep. And, like, maybe something would be really powerful in Commander, but really terrible when it's not your fucking Commander. Right? I love Called By. I deserve your best insults. Do you genuinely enjoy Called By? Do you genuinely think it is good? Or is it more of like a, oh, this is a meme? Because I understand liking Called By, but you must understand that if you enjoy Called By, it is similar in nature to enjoying things like Dimension Shifter or like Skill Drain or like Fua Loss, where it's like, that's kind of an unpopular opinion. Most people don't actually enjoy it, and like maybe you enjoy it because the decks that you play really like it, but most decks or most players aren't big fans of it. Because, like, genuinely, every time that I see Called By, it is game determinative. Like, it is one of the best cards hitting the field. And rarely is it not the case. And that's what I hate about it. Is it's just like, if it is used if it is used the way that it is intended to be used, it's insane, and it's really, really powerful. And if it's not, then, like, most of the time it's a mistake from the player. Best power creep sets are how Yu-Gi-Oh! Rotates. Yeah. I think I really hate this style when we creep without impactful ban lists. Without a ban list, you have to creep the game harder and faster. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The, like, rotation that Yu-Gi-Oh! Does basically means that we have to get a ban list that says, hey, you can't play these decks. Which pretty much is the same thing as rotation. Right? But technically, we have a little bit more in terms of, like, playability with old archetypes and with old strats and stuff like that. So, there's that. I am so done with Yu-Gi-Oh! I have, like, no desire to play right now. So, I hope that y'all enjoyed, but, yeah. We might play more Sky Striker with, like, Sky Striker Tenpai, but, like, I just can't. This is so insufferable. OCG does really questionable ban lists, so that causes issues for the rest of us when they power creep. Exactly. If the OCG, genuinely, if the OCG had better ban lists and, like, actually dealt with problems, we wouldn't have the need to power creep fucking tier limit. Like, that's what ended up happening. They basically had to power creep tier limit, which is how we got Kashtira. And then they had to power creep Kashtira, which is how we got Snake Eyes. And then they stopped doing that, and they were like, okay, we can't fucking do this. And then they gave us Malice and Ryzeal. And, like, those are cool decks, and they work really well, but, like, they're still really, really powerful for some reason. We also got, like, Fiendsmith around that time as well, so it's just, and they just, like, kept going. Like, ooh. Like, what if we made the adventure engine but better? It's like, why did we do this? How did Striker go? I'll show you how Striker went. I'll just show it to you. It went really well, I promise. It was great. Just phenomenal games through and through. I knew this deck was not going to be good. Going in, I was not expecting this deck to do well. But I was hoping to make it see. I was hoping that I would find more enjoyment in playing it. And I think I would if the format was more playable. But like it's so hard to even play the game. If we were in a format where going second wasn't a death sentence, I would feel more. I would probably feel better about this, but it's just like you just can't go second. It's just not playable, right? But like it's not like you can play Sky Striker going first. What are you gonna do? Like play a whole bunch of I mean, no, you can't just like play a whole bunch of Omni Negates or something like that. Like it's just there's not really a good way to play Sky Striker going first. What are you gonna do? Like search engage in end phase? Like yeah, you can't really do anything. I go first, I get trolled. I go second, I get floodgated. Yeah. For me, it's like I go first, I get Fuwood. I go second, I get Maxied. Anyway, they go full combo when I get Maxied anyway, and I'm just like, I hate this. Nappies, Diabells, within 10 minutes of each other. It's like the game knew we were on Striker. Yeah. Tempo plus hand traps is basically going first on your opponent's turn. Deck? Yeah. Kinda. Yeah, pretty much. But that's the thing is like I don't mind decks that have the ability to like play on the opponent's first turn. Like that's what made tier limit mirrors so fun, was oftentimes you were just playing on the opponent's first turn as well. Right? You know, that's what makes like Rescue Ace fairly interesting, is they have that capability, right? They have the ability to like put stuff out. And it's just like I don't know. I hate when your only game plan is like play a whole shit ton of non-engine hand traps to prevent the opponent from playing the game, because if they ever play the game, you just lose. It's like awesome. Hand trap control is popular right now too. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, hand trap control is basically the equivalent of like blue control in Magic. Like the myriad of like blue counter trap control decks in Magic is basically what hand trap control is in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's extremely similar. The only difference is in like in Magic, you have a bunch of like card draw to assist you, and in Yu-Gi-Oh, you hand trap your opponent to death, and then you just like make a guy who's kind of difficult to out and has like a repeatable interaction of some kind. You know, think back to like DPE. Like it's existed in that for a long time. And then they make me log off quicker, and then break a board, waiting all day for their combo, going second to get max seed in the draw phase. Yeah. This is one of the reasons why I'm fairly certain Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is run by people who don't play their own game. Because it is a game where people, specifically the people at the head of the company, or like the people who are making the ban lists and making the product and stuff like that, just like don't know what is enjoyable about the game, because the most enjoyable formats tends to be the ones where it's like they just don't. Sorry, the most enjoyable formats tend to be the ones that don't last long, right? Think like Power of the Elements prior to the Ishizu cards hitting. Think Agov format with like Unchained, Rescue Ace, Tier Limit in the TCG. All of those lasted like 2 months at most. And then it was like, new set, everything gets scraped, this is what you're playing, and that's it. And then that meta lasts for like a fucking year. It's like right before Snake Eyes was Agov. right before Snake Eyes, was one of the best formats in modern history. In Rescue Ace, Unchained, Tearlament, all sorts of really interesting dynamic decks with like bestial control, winning a YCS and all of that jazz. And then it was like, cool, Snake Eyes for a year. Actually, longer. It was Snake Eyes for a year, and then it kind of fell off, and then Azumina came out, and it was Snake Eyes again, and it was like, fucker. And really, really fun format into like a year of just insufferable formats. Just one right after the other. It was like, great, 10 out of 10. Thank you, Konami. Just incredible, right? Master Duel was like this as well. For the first like 3, 4, 5 months or something like that, it was just like terrible, no good, very bad meta. And then we got like a decent meta with like the branded Sword Soul meta for a short time. And then I believe it was what was after that? It was like the Ishizu stuff. Actually, in Master Duel, we had a pretty good several formats in a row because they released Sprite without the Tearlament stuff. And so we got like, yeah, they released like Runic and Sprite together, or like fairly relatively close together. So we had like several formats that were really good in early Master Duel. Like post-launch. Launch was really terrible. And then we had several formats in a row with like Branded and Sword Soul and Runic Sprite. All of that year was like really good. And then they released Tearlament, which was actually still pretty good. Like, I still enjoyed that format, but that still tier 0, and it was still frustrating. You basically could play either Sprite or Tearlament, and that was kind of it. And Tearlament was basically the meta, and then you could also play Sprite as like an anti-meta strat, and that was kind of it. Which sucks. Not very fun. But yeah, and then it was okay. And then they released Snake Eye, and everything sucked since. As much as I enjoy Snake Eye Fire King, first of all, I'm terrible at it, but I do enjoy it. But there's just like, yeah, I don't know how they, I don't know how VFD was allowed at any point in Master Duel. There were so many cards in early Master Duel that just boggled my mind. I was like, why would we ever want to play in a format with this? They had Imperial Order, Vanity's Emptiness. They had what was it? What was the other one? Yeah, VFD. There was like 3 skill drain with like Eldritch. Oh my gosh, it was so insufferable. We had to wait so long before they finally banned Imperial Order. It was wild. Hulk combos. Oh my gosh, it was. Early Master Duel was so bad. It's crazy how bad early Master Duel was. Whoever thought about the day 1 ban list was an asshole. The day 1 ban list was basically, what if we took the OCG ban list and just put it into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I should say. Like, legitimately, it was just the exact ban list. Pretty much to the date. That was in the OCG. There were a few cards that were different, but it was very few. I think it was like some burn cards from like the TCG or something like that. Like it was, oh my gosh. VFTA was already banned. Yes. But that was because, okay. When I say to the date, it wasn't when the release of Master Duel came out, but the meta of when Master Duel came out. So the meta for when Tri-Brigade Zodiac, Drytron, Virtual World, etc. was meta in the OCG was basically the ban list we got. So it was like the 2019 format was what we got. Stage 2 is tomorrow? I thought it was today. Am I wrong? Oh yeah, it is tomorrow. You're right. Konami was dead set on making sure returning players didn't stick around. I think it was more so they didn't want new players to stick around. I think returning players were going to put up with anything because they had already like experienced these formats. But like new players, there were so many people who were so hyped for this game. So many people played it, like hundreds of thousands of people, new players played. And then it was just like, no one came back. As soon as they started experiencing the meta, they were like, oh, this sucks. Imperial Order was a mistake. There are 3 cards that just like genuinely should never have been printed, and I don't understand why they ever were. All of them are floodgates, but it's Skill Drain, it's Imperial Order, and it's Royal Decree. And the thing is, technically speaking, Skill Drain and Royal Decree are like fine cards. They're pretty fair. In modern Yu-Gi-Oh, they're like not. Royal Decree never sees play, and like Skill Drain is pretty easy to deal with, depending on the deck, right? But like, in what world does it ever make sense to print a card that literally just says turn off a mechanic? Why would they do that? Why would you print a card that says stop doing the thing? Why? Huh? Like, Imperial Order is very clearly way too overpowered. But then it's like, hey, what if we also printed a card that says no monster effects? And like, this is early Yu-Gi-Oh! Where like it didn't matter, but like, why would you print that card? And then they also did the third one, and they went back to back to back, and they said, what if we also turned off traps? Luckily, Royal Decree is like not that big of a deal, pretty much in any format ever. But like, why? Why would you print that card? Don't you want people to play your cards? Apparently no. Apparently the answer is no. And I don't get it. They're like, just turn off everything. Just turn it all off. Oh, you have 3 cards? Great. Your opponent can't play the game. In fact, neither can you. Fuck you. It's like, awesome. Why? Why would you do that? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And the fact that, like, Imperial Order was thought to be able to be errata and still be allowable is so funny. Yeah, VFD format, Eldritch Stun, Herald. Either you were sitting through like a 10-minute combo, or you were sitting through Set 5 Pass and then not playing the game. Like, early Yu-Gi-Oh! Was so bad. Or early Master Duel was so bad. Because, like, not everyone had Droplet. Not everyone had Dark Ruler to deal with these boards, right? Like, no one had these cards because they were expensive, so you had to, like, build the deck. But then you didn't have the ways to beat the deck, and you're just like, well, I'm fucked. Especially because you also had to start out with Maxi. It was fun. Skill Drain did matter? Yeah, kind of. What I mean is, like, Skill Drain barely had use against the opponent. Like, it was more so to turn off your own detrimental effects, rather than to, like, prevent the opponent from doing a thing. Messenger of Peace was also a card that was printed. There are... Okay. No. I think there are a bunch of cards that get a lot of hate that don't deserve it, and like 99% of them are floodgates. Let's talk real quick about floodgates. I think there is a very good type of floodgate that absolutely should exist in a wide variety of different forms, and it starts with this guy. Messenger of Peace just says monsters with 1500 or more attack can't declare an attack. This is a phenomenal card. I fucking love this card. As well as pretty much every single card that says stop attacking in some way, shape, or form. My main issue is the life point cost. Why should it have a life point cost? I get that it, like, is very silly, but, like, genuinely speaking, I think cards like this are very important. If you do not have a way of preventing attacks, so often the opponent can just go, I'm just gonna walk into you, and all of your, like, control cards and what have you, I'm just gonna outpace you with just sheer damage. Right? So I think having the ability to have a bunch of ways of like stopping attack is fine. I think that's good. Right? I'm saying it's too low, otherwise it's fine. Yeah, and what I'm saying is like there doesn't need to be a cost for this card. Some floodgates are fine, but it's when it's used with Fossil Dyna, etc. Yeah, see, that's the thing, though, right? I'm talking about, like, hey, what if I played Messenger of Peace in, like, Runic? Right? Cool, my win condition is to prevent you from killing me by attacking me with Messenger of Peace. And then I'm going to banish a whole bunch of your resources and, like, slowly win the duel that way, right? All of my guys are very small, but that's my win condition, to kind of, like, slow you down, prevent you from winning the game, right? Runic is a bad example because they also play Floodgates, but, like, genuinely speaking, that is kind of the win condition. Great. This card like this, fantastic. The reason it's an issue is because you're pairing Messenger of Peace with things like Rivalry, Gozin, Teekboo, Pachycephalo, etc. Which is just like, hey, what if you didn't do anything? And that's the issue, right? Messenger of Peace is a fine, fair, and balanced Yu-Gi-Oh card. I have never seen an issue with it outside of formats, or specifically decks, where you're also playing like 10,000 other Floodgates. Tiger Wang Q stun. Yeah, that is an option. But like, even Tiger Wang Q has like a million different ways of dealing with it, right? I think a lot of people see Floodgates as just like net negative for Yu-Gi-Oh! When in reality, they're fairly good. The problem is that a lot of the Floodgates that we have in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are way too powerful. Because they either do one of two things. One, they either tell the future, or two, they're just like way too strong in their restrictions. Right? Or both. Most of the time it's both. One, telling the future. Why is it that I cannot summon a dark monster while under Gozin match, while I also have another dark monster on the field? Because all this says is each player can only control one attribute of monster. Send all other face-up monsters they control to the grave. Sorry, not dark monster. Let's say I had a dark monster and I wanted to summon a light monster. Why is it that I am not able to do that? Because this card tells the future. It just predicts the future. And it says, hey, that thing in your hand or in your extra deck that you want to utilize, you can't. It's just not allowed. Why? Because I say so. Should it work this way? No, that doesn't make any sense. The card text does not state that that is the case. Also, why should it do that? If I want to link off two dark monsters to make a fire monster, and I only have the two dark monsters, why would I not be able to do that? I still only control the one attribute. It doesn't make sense, and it makes the deck or the card way too strong. Lad loses to Gozin. Yeah. Hey, when I summon new cards, they automatically get sent to the grave. That's the thing. You can't even summon the card. That's what I'm talking about, Kevin. Is like, most of the time, if you were to summon a card, you can't. But like, imagine if I had like a Gozin matchup and my opponent could like normal summon a light monster with like a dark monster on the field, and then they could choose, hey, I want to keep the light monster, so they keep the light monster, and then say the light monster like activates an effect. Why is that not the way that it works? Because that's what it says, technically, right? Send all other face-up monsters they control to the grave. That is what it says. That's what it says to do. And it doesn't do that. So many of these Floodgates do that, and it shouldn't. It just logically doesn't make sense. You have to just know that ruling. So for new players, it makes it way more difficult to deal with. And two, it makes them way stronger than they need to be. This is already a strong effect, but it also being able to tell the future and be like, no, you can't do that, is insane. Like Ghost and Dragon Lord with Gozmat? Yeah. Yeah. Great example. To see how preventing from options makes it more, makes for more interactive games. It doesn't. You're right. That's why it just doesn't make sense. You battle into a monster with Tikaboo with Clockwork, it gets sent to the graveyard instead of being destroyed. What? I wouldn't know the exact mechanics behind like when it gets sent to the graveyard as opposed to when it gets destroyed by combat, if like you're modulating its type / attribute, but yeah, I wouldn't know. Floods being able to see the future, including your into private info like extra deck in hand, is BS. Yeah. Yeah, like it doesn't make sense. Right? Like, if I'm going to summon a monster, let's say I have a Diabellstar in hand, and on field I have an Honest. Terrible example. But it's like, I can't even send the Honest to the graveyard to special summon my Diabellstar. Which, like, theoretically, actually, realistically, logically, that should be the case. I should be able to go tribute the guy on field. Now he's not on field, and my other guy gets to hit the field. And at no point did I have a monster with a different attribute on field. Right? I should be able to synchro summon. I should be able to Xyz summon. I should be able to link summon or what have you, right? Or summon, like, tribute summon. But they're like, no, that's not allowed. And it doesn't make sense. The second thing is a lot of floodgates, like skill drain, like lose a turn, like the Imperial Order Royal Decree is a bad example, but like those ones tend to just be overpowered, where they're just like too strong and they do too much. Macrocosmos is another example, where it's just like they're just able to shut off way too much and just like turn off the game. Not just for you, but also for your opponent. And it's just silly, because it just shouldn't work that way, right? Like, you know, again, Imperial Order is like the best example of this. Why would you have a card, why would you ever print a card that says turn off 1/3 of the cards in Yu-Gi-Oh? Just stop them from working. Would you not want people to have those cards? For some reason, the game lacks foresight. Yeah. The game lacks foresight, but it also can absolutely predict the future when it wants to. It's very fun. It's very fun. Which gives me as extra deck summons are sequential. You remove the materials, then you summon the guy. It's how Dewfrog misses timing, and yet the floodgates can't see that the monster would leave the field. It's so... Because it's such a simple change that solves, like, so many of the floodgates as well. Maybe not solves them, but, like, imagine if Goes in Match, you could actually still summon the monster, but, like, you just had to get rid of the other one. It's like, hey, put 2 dark monsters onto the field, make a Nightmare Phoenix, pitch a guy, deal with Goes in Match. Bada bing, bada boom. Goes in Match is not an issue. But, of course, you can't do that because Konami Zetto... Good thing Zombie World is fair. Yeah, Zombie World is fair to us. I am not a fan of Zombie World working the way that it does. The fact that it changes on field, in grave, and prevents tribute summoning is so goofy and dumb, and I hate it. It's just, like, should not work. It's just, like, too much. This is my own personal pet peeve with Zombie World. I think it's not, like, unfair. But that's mostly because, like, zombies are terrible. But, like, yeah, it just, like, entirely invalidates so many decks. Like, it entirely invalidates, like, Tri-Brigade. And a bunch of other stuff like that. You know, MathMech or any sort of, like, Cyber deck. Just like, well, that's fun. If Phoenix SP can out it, then the floodgate is okay. Exactly. That's why. What was it? That's why I'm okay with things like Messenger. At least it screws you well. True. 99% of the time, there is an out to some sort of attack prevention floodgate. Messenger of Peace, Synchro Zone, etc., right? There's either like you can play around it by like, you know, dealing with like, you know, all attack with lower attack point monsters, or I'll attack with like synchro monsters with like Synchro Zone, or like I'll use like link monsters for Gravity Bind or what have you. And then, so like for me, I'm like, hey, you're not being like cut off of a thing. You just can't attack. You just can't like kill your opponent through normal means, right? You can always wait and potentially like play a longer game, but like that's fine. The problem is where you're just like entirely cut off of a thing. It's just like, oh, you just can't do that. You're just not allowed to do that. It's like, oh, that's dumb. The more you know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Mechanics, the more you'll be wrong. True. Zombie World destroys Tachyon? Really? Oh, because they need like a bunch of dragons. Yeah, you're right. Zombie World, even as far as Master Rule 3, was just annoying at best. Nowadays, with the one tribal deck designs, using a desired typing is just Teekboo and a trenchcoat. Yeah. Well, even then, like, Zombie World is just like, because of the fact that it changes Field, Grave, and prevents Tribute Summoning, it's just like, it does too much. If it did like 2 of the 3 things, I'd be like, it's fine. You know, if it changed Grave and prevented Tribute Summoning, I'd be like, sure. If it changed Field and prevented Tribute Summoning, I'd be like, sure. But it's the fact that it does like Field, Tribute Summoning, and Grave. It's like, oh, cool. I like just get cucked by this. And like, it would make more sense if it was like, hey, we're gonna modulate your Grave to all be zombies. Like, that would make more sense in my mind. And then you could attack on the like Tribute Summoning thing, but having your Field as well is just like, why would you do that? Miss the days when the extra deck was just a toolbox to certain situations and not creating negates. I agree. We do miss those days. I do miss those. That's one thing that I do like about Raye. Like, Raye basically is just a big toolbox. It can do the negate thing, but like, Raye is like, here's a bunch of rank 4s. Have fun. That's it. Like, they do have Detonator. They do make the like one thing that they do. They also have Duo Drive for like Cross, but Cross is in the main deck. So like, you could also just like hard draw it, or like draw into it through other various means. But like, they're not making the negates. They're not doing much in the extra, except for like toolbox stuff. Like, oh, here's Dweller when you need it, or like, here's Castel, or here's Star Liege, or something like that. And it's like, oh, I love Raye. I fucking love Raye. I'm so excited. This is the problem. This is the problem. Right now, the format in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sucks ass. It's so bad. But right on the cusp of the next format, Raye, Malice, when we get the new Fiendsmith stuff and we can play like pure Fiendsmith and we can do like Fiendsmith control, it's so good. It's so yummy. It's so interesting. There's so many cool things that you can do. And Konami's like, nah, we gotta release fucking Azamina. We gotta make Azamina the deck to play. Motherfucker, why would you do that? This is the 3rd anniversary. You get a whole bunch of people. You sponsor a whole bunch of people to play your game. Bunch of new players. And it's like, yeah, we got Tenpai and Azamina, buddy. Let's fucking go. I hate it. I hate it. Exosister could have been a cool deck with some tweaks. Absolutely. If they had more cards that were interesting and didn't heavily rely on just like banishing a bajillion cards, but actually had varied interactions. Like, if it was, instead of just doing the one interaction, they had multiple ways of interacting. And if they had more than just like Martha as a starter, it would be significantly more interesting. And that's not like difficult to do. Like, all they had to do was make 1 or 2 additional ways to like start playing the game and like actually get you into guys. And they just had to vary the ways that they interacted. Like, Instead of just, like, banishing a thing, maybe, like, shuffle a card from grave into the deck. Or, like, you know, bounce a card to hand, you know, or something of that nature. Mermail Shark Metalmorph? Exosister needs a negate. No, it doesn't. I think Exosister is way better without a negate. It's the same thing with, like, Hero. It's like, Hero does not need negates. That would kind of defeat the purpose. Azamina. Yeah, Azamina's... The two terrible things that we got from this most recent selection pack is the fact that Beatrice was not banned. I don't think Fiendsmith is that big of an issue if Beatrice is banned. And then, of course, Azamina. Why did they do that? Why was it not just Blue Eyes? Why did we release Azamina? It could have been Blue Eyes. Imagine if we had, like, Millennium, Blue Eyes, and then, like, the Xyz Union stuff. We could have had so much. It could have been so fucking sick. But they were like, no, third anniversary is gonna suck for you. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be Go First Simulator or Tenpai. What? We were so close. Not Millennium, but the other two, yes. I mean, okay, to be fair, yes, I'm not a big fan of Millennium. I think it's basically just stun. But, that being said, imagine for the third anniversary, they did Blue Eyes, Millennium, Fiendsmith. Could you imagine? That would be so fucking sick. So many people would enjoy that. It'd be so cool. But they were like, no. Azamina, now. Memento cards? Get them out of here. Centurion? Fuck them. It's not like Centurion's a fan-favorite archetype. Blue Eyes? Nah, we'll release it after Azamina. Azamina, now. Why? You fucked yourself. It's so dumb. Why did they bring Aerial Leader? They could have banned Beatrice before that? I don't know. I don't fucking know. There's so many problems with it's fine. It's fine. Also, Aerial Leader and Necroquip aren't gonna do anything. They never have. If we have Lacrima, there's like no reason to do it. Yeah, Centurion and Memento are not at full power. It's kind of tragic. Konami said really modern over anime. Yeah, they really did. They really, it's just so... The Azamina stuff is still extremely new in the OCG. Right? Like, it is like a set old. When it came out in Master Duel. It was like, one set old in the OCG. When we got all of the Azamina stuff in Master Duel. So, the TCG doesn't even have, like, some of these very important cards. And yet they were like, yeah, let's release that for our third anniversary. And it's just, why? Like, would it not have made sense to... It's fine. No one did Fiendsmith Memento? That's because we don't have the new Memento cards that actually allow you to use the Fiendsmith stuff more effectively. It's kind of bad without it. They probably thought about it because it was next in the lore, forgetting the fact that it is stupid. What? Okay, but by that same logic, right? Where's the rest of the lore archetypes? Or, like, the lore cards? We still are missing, like 90%. That's not true. We're missing a ton. We're missing, like, 90% of the stuff that was in the most recent lore drop in the OCG. So it's like, why would you not just print the whole thing? Like, at least do that. But they're like, no. We gotta give you, like, I don't know, stupid Union and Tachyon and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know how that was ever a good idea. That was like one of the worst ideas. Who approved that? Who was like, yeah, let's ship Azamina? Azamina? Like, I understand that White Forest is interesting. So they were like, okay, let's print the White Forest support. But it's like, Okay, did you not see that people really enjoy Centurion as well? Like, where's the Centurion stuff? Or, like, it's fucking Blue Eyes. Print Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes just got support. Like, ship it. Like, they could have, for the 3rd anniversary, they could have aligned the 3rd anniversary Blue Eyes release in Master Duel with the TCG release. It could have been very closely aligned. And they were like, delay it a month. Why? Why would you... Huh? Crimson Dragon Band incoming, sure. So you're just giving us Sin Adjudicator and White Witch? Yeah, just give. You know, if they were gonna give us the Azamina cards, why not just give us the entirety of the lore? Just give us all of it. Give us all of the cards, so that we don't have to deal with it anymore. Oh. 66 is going on in Master Duel. It's, because I don't know how you would make sense of this, right? Like, for 3rd anniversary, we're doing Sky Striker anniversary. Great. We're gonna give them a shiny Neos. Okay. We just printed new hero support in the OCG. Okay. Azamina. What? Where? Where did that come from? What? Huh? Why is Azamina hated and not Fiendsmith? What is Fiendsmith doing that is remotely terrible as compared to what is Azamina? Azamina is basically just Omni Negate. Here is Omni Negate. Fiendsmith is... Well, Fiendsmith is terrible because of Beatrice and not the Fiendsmith cards. Fiendsmith is like, hey, you lose to like 9 hand traps. Azamina doesn't lose to any hand traps. Like, technically speaking, it doesn't really lose to anything. I like Millennium over Azamina right now. I hate all of it. It all sucks. It's just so bad. Do we think OCG will follow suit with OSS ban like TCG or hit them? No. Reason being, Fiendsmith is super heavily nerfed, and all of the, like, meaningful Snake Eye cards are all at 1. Konami loves making the evil ones in the lore hell of annoying. True. That's why all of the Azamina cards are absolutely terrible. Yeah, Desiree requiring you to go through the whole line and only ending on Desiree, which is a very beatable Omni Negate, is fine. Especially in comparison to going activate 1 card, activate a 2nd card, first summon Omni. That should never happen in any capacity. Ever. It's dumb that it can. How expensive is Azamina in this game? I don't think it's that expensive. It probably is. You're probably right. This is not the Azamina pack. Yeah, it's relatively expensive. You're right, you're right. It's kind of dumb. I don't know, just like everything about Azamina is just awful. Like, what if we made it so that it was horrible, no good, very bad, and we just hated it? It's like, great, yeah. Phantom of Ubel is not an Omni Negate. It is a monster effect negation, which is a massive difference. But yeah, Phantom of Ubel... Also, however, Phantom of Ubel also doesn't have the ability to pivot from Phantom of Ubel instead of going for the Phantom of Ubel line to instead grab a combo starter. Like, the fact that you can go into Mu alongside potentially going Silva is what makes it so dumb. It's like, hey, either I can immediately start by putting an Omni Negate onto the field to prevent you from interacting with my combo, or I can grab a combo starter. And you won't know which until it's on the field. It's like, awesome, sick, 10 out of 10, no notes, perfection. And then on top of that, they can also just do all of the Snake Eye stuff. And yeah, it's just... And like, yes, the Fiendsmith stuff, being able to get into Beatrice specifically is what causes a lot of the issues. Because what Beatrice does is say, hey, I'm going to go from this Beatrice using Sequence to go into pretty much any combo, right? You can go into Snake Eye, you can go into Fire King, you can go into Sprite, you could go into White Forest, you could go into just pick a lane, because you could do it all. So it's just like the problem is exactly Beatrice with Fiendsmith, but if you remove Beatrice, Fiendsmith ends on Desiree. At least right now, right? Potentially he ends on more, right? But like, a lot of the interactions that Fiendsmith itself puts up are very beatable. It's a very easy to interact with deck. You can Imperm, or Veiler, or Bestial, or Ash Blossom, or any of those in terms of hand traps. You can also, when going second, or, when going first, you can just, like, you can Called by it, which I hate Called by, but, like, there you go. You can, like, you can Fool Loss it if you need to. You can, there's like 10 bajillion ways to interact with Fiendsmith, and there's, like, 2 for Azamina. So it just feels terrible. Starting combos and protecting combos while not having many bricks is peak power creep. Oh, yeah. In fact, one of your best combo starters is also something that can be used to grab insulation. So if you just have the additional combo piece, you can just put Diabellstar onto the field and grab insulation. Like, awesome. Azamina is so cool. Also, like, every single one of the Azamina cards just reads like it is specifically designed to piss the most people off. Like, Saint Azamina. Why does it read like that? Does Saint Azamina hurt your opponent? Yes. Right? Cannot target their field, grave, or banishment. Or this card. With card effects. Oh, great. Why? It's so annoying. For, like, no reason. Why does it read like that? You know? We have Moa as well, where just, like, special summons a guy, and then also can, like, pop 2 cards. And you're like, man, I sure love that this deck can do more, and then also interacts with me. It's just, yeah, just like everything about Azamina is just the most insufferable bullshit. And then this one as well is super fucking annoying. Because, like, cool, I can fusion summon, and if I'm used as synchro material, I also get a thing. You're just like, why do you do this? Why are you like this? You can also use Beatrice to send any trap and set it with a Griffin. Yeah, you can also do that with Curious, which is why Curious is banned in the TCG. However, I'm not gonna lie, that just, like, doesn't matter. In comparison to the fact that you can send something like Snake Eye Ash and get full combo off of Beatrice and Sequence into Promethean Princess to Reborn Snake Eye Ash is like, yeah, that alone, that one interaction should ban Beatrice. Easily. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I dropped a thing. Anyway, imagine doing St. Azamina with Blue Eyes, level 12 synchro. So no called by, no bestials, decrow, etc. Well, to be fair, Saint Azamina says... Does Saint... Hold on. I'm pretty sure Saint Azamina would cut them off of that anyway. Where am I going? I'm losing my mind. What the fuck? I broke it. Anyway. Saint Azamina. What's this one say? Your opponent cannot target cards in their field, graveyard, or banishment. Or this card with card effects. So, like, you would still be able... I don't know. Yeah, I guess with the other level 12s, they can't banish from your grave. So yeah, they can't, like, bestial or what have you. But that's only targeting. But you're right. That would be annoying. Granted, I don't know how much that would matter. Because by the point you get those cards onto the field, you've probably been crowed or bestialed. Granted, you protect from called by, but that's kind of it. I don't know why they left Beatrice unbanned before the Duelist Cup. Because Konami hates you. I don't fucking know. There is no reasonable explanation. There is not a single piece of logic you could present that would make it make sense. Because it doesn't. It's illogical in, like, every facet. Which Konami is a very illogical company. None of it makes sense at all. Ever. If you ban Princess Elf, they will just switch to Cross Sheep. There's like a million things that you can do with Beatrice. My brain just cannot fathom Beatrice existing alongside Fiendsmith. Because Beatrice should never have existed alongside Fiendsmith to begin with, but the fact that it also is able to exist to the point where it's in a Duelist Cup just seems so stupid. Like, there are fucking world points on the line? Why? I gotta go. I'm so done here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and if you did, like it very much, so appreciate it, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.